You ever have one of those on again, off again relationships where you just can't seem to get the communication, the organization right? That's how March, maybe February and April feel like in Green Bay, Wisconsin. You're like, make up your mind, you psychopath. What are you? Are you winter? Are you spring? Are you summer? I have no clue what you are. And that makes that time of year the most miserable time to be living in Green Bay, Wisconsin during the calendar year. Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Geiwitz. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Green Bay, Wisconsin area and your host of Living in Green Bay on YouTube. Thanks again for checking out the channel, and today we are talking about this crazy nuts thing that is spring thaw or springtime in Green Bay, Wisconsin. A lot of people call spring in Green Bay the second winter because we still have average low temperatures as low as, they can get into the 10s still. 20s are average for the low. Highs typically are in that like 40-ish degrees, but because it's so variable, you can have a lot of shifting between sub-freezing, because the 32-degree mark, that's that freezing temperature. You can have sub-freezing or just above sub-freezing many days. So you don't know what are you supposed to wear, how are you supposed to prepare for the day, and day to day when you go to bed, you don't know what it's going to be like when you wake up. If the sun pops out, you are overjoyed and you need to take advantage of it. That's one of the things I tell my clients most often when they're moving to Green Bay from somewhere else. It's be ready for the long winter, but honestly, I can survive the long winters because we have heat, we have ways to prepare. You can always check out my video about what to wear in the winter if you ever want to. Put a link up here somewhere. But spring is where I check in with them because we are coming out of this long winter time and they have worked so hard to make it to spring, and you would think, hallelujah, we made it to spring, we are good to go. You're not good to go. You can be ready for another huge dump of snow probably. You will have tons of rain that makes it really frustrating to get outside, and you still have these freezing temperatures. Today we have had snow, rain, sub-freezing temperatures. It will get above freezing today. Everyone's yard looks like crap. That's just the honest truth of it. Whether it's all of the stuff we had in our yard that got covered with snow and now shows its ugly head, or whether it's just the yards not being alive yet because they're dealing with all of the water and freezing ground still. It's just not a good looking time. It's not a good feeling time in Green Bay or anywhere in Wisconsin mostly. Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to get more information, and hit that bell to get notifications when we release new content. Now, surviving these bizarre, weird spring months in Green Bay is an act of fortitude, will, and determination. As a person who has a birthday, my birthday is in March, at the end of March, and it's just so frustrating because I don't know what I can even do for my birthday because of the way the weather is in this time of year. But the best things to do are stay mostly in your winter routine as far as being inside, taking advantage of areas that you can go walk around, keep moving, maybe, go to a mall, go to a store, go to the YMCA or wherever you work out, but keep your winter routine of indoor activity, and then have almost like a go kit or a go bag ready for those random days, because we do get these little blips of like summer coming, whether it would be a 60-degree day here or there, because you can get highs into the 70s sometimes, very rarely, but you can get them, and you want to be ready for those days. So if you're stuck in that monotony of the winter routine and you're just been crushed by the fact that it doesn't seem like winter is going to end, you need to have that go bag ready with your gear to get outside. And if you see the sun come out in these months, get outside. I don't care if it's like 35 degrees, 40 degrees, get outside. Your body needs it, and it will help, raise your mood as well. So that's my huge encouragement for you to survive this time of year, is to get outside if you can, fresh air, sunlight, whatever it might be, because summer is coming despite how it feels. It's like summer shows up for a day and then winter slaps you in the face back to the ground. I don't know if there's like a movie or something that has a really clear image of this, like you're just getting pummeled over and over and over by winter, and then summer's like, hey, I'm here to help. Just kidding. Boom, boom, boom. You're hit again by more winter. And the water in the yards. Oh, it's so frustrating for everybody. Spring thaw is its own thing. So the ground is thawing out, but it really can't absorb a lot of water yet. And we've got rain and snow melting, runoff everywhere. And it just pools up water in all the frustrating places. If you have a low spot in your yard, or if your house is closer to the rivers, this is when rivers tend to swell and run over the banks, if that's a historically traditional thing that happens during this time of year for your area. It's always good to look into that and get an idea of flood maps and things as well. But it's just kind of nasty runoff. So that's really the summary of winter going into spring in Green Bay. It is the worst time of the calendar year weather-wise in Green Bay. You can make it through the freezing cold, but it is really hard to come through that hard winter, and all of the, you've invested all the resolve you can into making it through winter, and then you get smoked by the ugly, annoying mishmash of spring that wants to come but doesn't come, wants to come but doesn't come. There's a bunch of great memes about spring in Wisconsin. You can check them out online if you want to for a fun thing, but that is the heads up I wanted to give you. Be careful and watch out for the worst time of year in Green Bay, Wisconsin, springtime. Thanks, and we will see you again soon.